podcasting with my dick out. I'm podcasting with my dick out.
Wait, can I join you?
Do I have my dick out? Tommy, do I have my dick out?
Mine's out.
Are we podcasting with our dicks out?
Mine's out.
Dude, that's gay as hell. I don't
Dude,
even
this
have
is
my
taking
dick
a
out.
hard turn right away. Like, this is...
Wait. Let me...
This is how we come out of the gates?
I gotta take my dick out. Oh, it's so small. It's cold in here.
I know. Mine's, like, just barely peeking out.
Mine's just like a little... That was disappointing. I don't want to podcast with my dick out anymore.
I know, right? It was, like, way less fun than we thought.
I thought it would be a bit, but now it's just sad.
So what I'm saying is I should go off my meds.
No.
And get back into that state.
I don't condone this.
Welcome back.
Shout out God, shout out Jesus.
Deep whistle.
Welcome to the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular with Eddie and Tommy.
All right, I'm putting my dick away.
Yeah, dude, mine's already away.
Welcome back to the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular. Holy shit, it's actually happening, guys.
It's happening.
I know what you all thought. We don't really care that it didn't come out 2 weeks
Sorry,
in a row.
guys. Not professional.
Hey,
It was my mom telling me she loves me.
Oh, that's cute.
Right?
That's really cute. But guess what? Things have changed in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Tommy got a haircut. He has a little beard.
It was
I
no
got a
beard for a
haircut.
little while.
I got a haircut. It was bad for a while, but now it's gotten to that length where
Dude, no, this is
I
just my
think it looks
crazy
sexy.
hat hair.
it's not bad. I would say it's a
No,
it's a
it
whole
looks
look.
pretty good.
You look like a snack and a half.
Aw, dude, you're so sweet.
Yay, man. We got to look out for our boys.
Yeah.
Are you still
Boys
doing
night.
Are you still doing stupid amounts of drugs?
Dude, I'm still doing drugs.
Oh, okay. I'm off mine. Not
Wait.
by force.
Off your what?
What? By force, I mean.
Like your medicine?
I'm off my meds, boy.
Oh.
Who knows what's going to
dude.
happen? It's
Dude,
day
mine got
one.
kicked up.
I'm
True
You
story.
got kicked up even more?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's been an interesting couple of weeks, guys, that we haven't recorded.
Why don't you just switch? Why don't you just try heroin?
Well, you know what?
You bring up a good point. Jesus.
You know what they say? Prozac is the gateway drug to heroin.
Are you on Prozac?
It's like a not name brand Prozac.
Well, I mean, that's the same. It's Prozac, but it's generic, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on Lexapro, but... Well, I was on Lexapro. Day one, baby. We stone cold sober, baby. We're out here trying to get my dick working again. That's the biggest problem being on drugs.
Oh, shit.
Is my dick doesn't work.
For real?
It never works. Yeah,
I haven't
for
had
real,
that
dude.
problem yet. I'm worried that now that it's getting kicked up, it's going to...
I think you're okay, because you're on what now? Like 70,000, 75 milligrams?
60 milligrams.
Jesus Christ. Can you ask them to just pump it up to 69? Just be like,
Wouldn't that
hey,
be
Doc.
funny?
Doc, what's 9
Dude, you
more
know what's-
grams going to do?
Let's get on a
milligrams?
rant about the pharmaceutical business, okay?
Okay.
Let's just go on a rant. Let's start this.
Go ahead.
So I'm at the doctor, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to give you a prescription for 60 milligrams, whatever. And she was like, oh, just so you know, it might be like a ton of money. It might be like way more money than it should be. I was like, what? And she was
Why?
like, so your insurance won't cover like a certain amount. Maybe. I don't know if this is true or not. But some insurance won't cover like higher than a certain amount. So if that happens, call me, and I'll have it switched to a 40 milligram and a 20 milligram, which will both be covered.
Okay.
And so I go to the pharmacy. It's fucking $200.
Fuck.
And so I'm like, for just the bottle of medicine. It's
Like
usually
1
like
month's
for
worth?
for reference. Yes, 1 month. For reference, it's usually about $7.
Okay.
It was $200. And so I was like, what the fuck? You know? Like, so I was like, can I not buy this right now? And then the like pharmacist or whatever was like, oh yeah, I can see why you would not want to do that. And I was like, yeah, like my
Yeah,
doctor
bitch.
said I
Did
could
you
have
say?
it switched.
Did you go to the pharmacy? You were like, yeah, bitch. Did you say that to the pharmacist?
No. But anyway,
That's how I would handle that business. I'd walk in like I own the place. I'd be like, hey, I need some Prozac. They'd be like, do you have a prescription you're picking up? You go, yeah. And then they'd be like, that's $200. I go, motherfucking what? And they'd be like,
no,
yeah,
you know
it's
what you have to
200, that's how
do?
much
You have to be
money
like, can you put it into 2 separate pills? Like, can you break it up into like a medium pill and a small pill? And they're like, yeah, that'll be $15.
Jesus.
Like, what?
What's
Why?
the difference?
What's the point?
Yeah, now you just have
So
to
I
take
went and
the-
I have 2 things now. One's 20 and one's 40.
So you
instead
have
of
to
having
take-
a one pill that's 60. It's actually more stuff that they're giving away more bottles and more capsules that they put the medicine in away, and it costs significantly less.
Dude, let me just. I know you're not. The pharmaceutical companies aren't the problem here, okay? And I know you're uneducated in this.
They're the problem.
No, you're uneducated in this. It's actually the
Okay.
Mexicans.
Oh, okay.
It's actually the
actually what?
Puerto Ricans. You see,
Oh,
since
okay.
Puerto Rico is technically not a state, but they are part of the United States as. What?
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 I didn't say anything.
What were you saying? Oh, well, I
Dude,
mean,
did
I'm
not
just
say
saying.
a word.
Since Puerto Ricans, since Puerto Rico's, it's like a territory of the United States, and they pay taxes to us, and we kind of have to bear the burden of of them as a people,
I am not gonna go along with this.
and have to send them medicine. We can't. We should just
yeah,
build
I'm
a
not gonna go
wall.
along with this. No.
What if we
We're not
sent
going
over?
there.
We just sent over a boat to Puerto Rico, just full of just petroleum jelly, and crash it into the island, and we'll just make a little like a sloppy tsunami. You know what I mean?
That sounds disgusting.
Exactly, and they're going to be all sticky, and then they're going to go, man,
Sticky
I don't
boys.
even want to be a part of the United States. We're annexing. And then our drug prices will go down because of Puerto Ricans. It's their fault. You want to hear my drug story?
Yeah.
So, I had like a similar situation once where I got prescribed Lexapro, which is another happy pill. And I went to go pick up my prescription, and I was like, "Hi, I'm here to pick up my drugs, please and thank you." And they're like, "Yes, very well. We will give you these." And then they're like, "The total for that is going to be $1,009." And I went, "What?"
Holy shit.
And then I was like, "Hey, can you hit me with that generic?" And they said, "Oh yeah, for sure." And then the total came out to be, I think, like $6. it was
no
a
way.
stupid amount.
$1,000?
I kid you not. It was like $1,000 difference. It saved
Dang.
getting generic over the name brand of Lexapro.
Wow.
But here's the situation I'm in now, Tommy.
Yeah.
In our nice little intro here, it said I think I should get off my meds. It's finally happening. We're getting into an era. I'm a ticking time bomb. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Is this your decision?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
It is not my decision. I have no say in the matter. I'm actually in a weird limbo.
How do you
I'm
have
just
no
waiting
say?
for something bad to happen. What?
How do you have no say?
Oh, let me explain there, Tommy boy.
Jeez.
So a couple months back, I think we talked about it on the podcast where I went to a psychologist because I went, you know what? It's time to get a hold of my life. It's time to get help.
Dude, yeah.
Mental health awareness.
I have a story I can share too. Yeah.
Hashtag, if you have schizophrenia, fucking whip your dick
help.
out.
Oh.
Shout out people mental illness. What? Shout out mental illness.
Stop
We all
it.
have it.
Get some help.
Stop it. The Michael Jordan meme.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, man, we got to talk about basketball today, too. Not specifically
LeBron.
basketball, but an issue that's going on
LeBron,
in the
man.
NBA that we have a lot of insight into this matter.
Do we?
More to come later. No, that was you know what that was, Tommy? That was a little tease. Sometimes you have to
Tease.
hook
Ooh,
you have to hook the
tease 'em.
listener in. You got to
Give 'em a
hook the
little
listener in.
tease.
We're just edging them, We're playing
Dude,
with the
there's
balls.
this-
We haven't
there's
gone to
this
the shaft.
hilarious video of Colbert when he was on the Daily Show.
Yeah, the good
And it's
days.
him-
Not the
What?
bullshit he's on now.
Anyway, it was fucking. There's this hilarious clip of he's like pretending to be in London, and apparently the prince had allegedly had a gay affair or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah, I'm legally not allowed to tell you the story though. And so he starts talking about how if he could tell the story, and he kept making a bunch of
hand gestures.
hand job references and stuff, and he was like,
Yeah.
I would tease you with a few details, and he was playing with the balls.
So yeah,
That's what
ba-
I'm thinking
basically
of
that
now
we're
that
gonna
we're
give you
teasing.
guys we're gonna give your ears a hand job later.
Yeah.
That's the tease. This little thing we call inside baseball. That's a little thing in radio we call a tease.
I forgot that you always say inside baseball. It's a little inside baseball.
A little inside baseball here. So a couple months back, I went to a doctor or a psychologist to get some psychotherapy.
Nice, dude.
And I went in, and he's like, "What's your problem?" I said, "I have panic attacks." And he's like, "Okay, how often?" And I said, "Like every day." And he was like, "That's not good." And he's like, "Tell me about your
Thanks,
family."
Doc.
Yeah, he was like, "Tell me about your family." And I was like, "I don't know, they're pretty normal." That's the thing about I feel these guys. This is why I don't think it's a science. This is why I don't. I'm taking a psychology class right now. And the more I read, the more they're trying to convince you that it's not all pseudoscience. And then I'm like, I kind of think it's pseudoscience. The more you say it's not pseudoscience, the more I think it might be pseudoscience. And this is all just a biological thing.
It's not pseudoscience so much as it is statistics. Like, if this happens to you, like, this is how you're going to react or whatever.
I think it's all bullshit. I've said time and time again that I think talk therapy doesn't work because I've tried it many a times. Basically, he tried to get down to my existence. He wanted to hear that I had a troubled childhood and that, I've dealt with a lot of things that he needs to uncover that I didn't even know about because that gets them off or something. I don't know. They like getting into your brain and manipulating it to make it like,
dude, I've never had that. I've never had that.
What do you mean?
Every time I go to therapy, they're always just like, yeah, like I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I've had one therapist who tried to make it seem like I was a terrible person. Like, he just kept, like, ragging on me, and I'm like, you're not helping, you're just bullying me right now. Like, it wasn't even, like, helpful. He was just kind of like, yeah, dude, you sound like a dick. And I was like, well, that's why I'm here, dude. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Help me out. And it was more like, every problem you have is your fault, and there's no way I can help.
Dang.
So then I stopped doing that. Years later, I'm like, you know what? I'll give it another shot. I went to this guy who basically just wanted to fuck my mind, and I guess I wasn't, I was the fat girl at the party. So he,
Oh,
I shouldn't have said fat girl at the
party.
party.
He said no.
Yeah, he was just like, I don't want to be your doctor because I didn't answer his questions right. He was just like, how's your family life? I was like, it's fine. I like my parents. I like my sister. And he's like, okay, are you in any relationships? And I was like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. She's cool. Whatever. And then he's like, okay, how's work? I'm like, I just got an awesome job. I'm happy with it. You know, I feel very fulfilled. And then he was like, I see you have tattoos. What is the meaning behind the tattoos? I'm like, they look fucking cool. I don't know. I hate myself.
They're sick, bruh.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
like the pain.
He wanted me to go through each tattoo I have.
Yeah.
And like give him the meaning behind each one. And I was like, there is no meaning. Some people just get them because they like the way they look and they look down at it and they go like, oh, cool. Like I have an elephant. I like elephants. I have a panther. It looks cool. I have a flower. Who doesn't like flowers? Fuck you.
Damn, dude.
Is how I felt. But anyway, he was like, I don't want to be a doctor, but I'm going to up your meds. And I went, cool, whatever. I mean, that's basically why I came here. And he's like, in the time being, just start, because I was on a certain amount.
Yeah.
He's like, just, take 2 of those.
Dang.
Double it up. It'll be the same amount you need. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And then he's like, and here's a written prescription. He gave me a written prescription, which I'd never, it's 2019, right?
Yeah, everything's on the computer.
Just send it to the pharmacy, you old fuck.
Jesus Christ.
And he wasn't helpful at all. That's the other thing. He was trying to get a copay out of me, and I was like, it's through insurance. He's like, yeah, it's about $30. I'm like, how do you want me to pay this? He's like, do you have any cash on you? I'm like, oh, so you're just trying to like.
Do you want me to give you cash?
I said, do you want me to? He's like, I was like, how do I pay? He's like, cash is fine. And I was like, I don't have cash.
Cash?
Yeah. I was like, I don't have. He's like, I don't know how much the copay is gonna be. It's usually ranges from like $20 to $40. You can just give me $30 and we'll be square. And I was like,
that's
what?
So fucking weird.
Yeah. So I was like, let me get this filled out and I'll go get some cash and I'll get right back to you.
Did you never
tomorrow.
pay him?
He's like, yeah, let me get your email. And I was like, oh yeah, here it is. So I gave him the email I don't check at all. And then I went off to.
Did you never pay him?
No, I never paid him. It's through insurance. Dude. I knew that he would get his copay through my insurance because that's how it works. That's how doctor visits work. You say, hey, click, 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 click. I have insurance. You go into the thing. You say, hey, I went to the doctor. Can you bill this to my insurance? And they go, oh, yeah, for sure, my guy. And then they do it. And it was just a weird, I felt like I was getting swindled. So I didn't pay him. And it worked out because I never heard anything else about it.
Well, yeah,
So
I mean, I guess if you didn't get in trouble for it, I guess you were. It was.
He came in. He's like, this guy's a complete fucking waste of my time. He might as well pay for my lunch because he works downtown. Everything there is gonna cost like $30 for.
Yeah, for lunch.
Side note: we got donuts for
Ooh.
sales team. For the sales team,
Yeah.
I didn't. It was one of the hosts that bought it.
Fuck that.
And Dunkin' Donuts, they just got two dozen donuts and like a box of coffee. Guess how much that cost?
Dude, $50.
$50. How does 2 dozen donuts and a box of coffee cost $50? It's $20 alone for the box of Joe. That's what they call it.
Yeah, I
at
believe
Dunkin'
that.
Donuts. That's ridiculous.
I believe it's $20 for a box of coffee, $30 for 2 dozen donuts.
I'm saying it should be like $10 for both. It should be like a $20 to $25 purchase. Because one dozen, I think costs like $5 at Dunkin' Donuts. They're not fancy donuts. You know what I mean?
I love Dunkin' Donuts.
I can't eat them anyway, so
Oh.
whatever. Everything's ridiculously priced. If I go, I know if I'm going out to lunch, like I've started getting into Jersey Mike's, right?
Yeah, dude, you've been really pumped about Jersey Mike's.
I've been fucking hammering Jersey Mike's lately because there's one down the street from work.
Yeah.
And they're the only sub place that has a gluten-free roll. Fucking shout out Jersey Mike's and their delicious subs. Cold and hot, you can get them both. If you're a vegetarian, they have veggie options, one. And if you're on keto, you can get a sub in a tub. Shout out Jersey Mike's, be a sub above. Not a sponsor, but we're looking at you,
You
Jersey.
should sponsor us.
Hell yeah. But every time I go, because I work like I go to the Jersey Mike's on East Ohio, which is right off of Michigan. So I work downtown, right? I don't know. I shouldn't give the specific building I work. I work in a pretty known building.
30 Rock. Got it.
Yeah, I work in 30 Rock in New York. I live in Chicago.
It's the same thing.
But I work around there, a couple blocks away from that Jersey Mike's. But if you go to that Jersey Mike's, expect to pay at least, I think, every time I've gone, it's cost me at the least like $16 for one sub.
Dang.
That's ridiculous. And it's
That
just
is
because
insane.
of it's just the
That's insane.
location. That's it.
That is insane.
Like, where are we going? Like, what
Yeah.
what is this economy?
That's crazy. For a
What the
sub,
fuck?
that's crazy.
So anyway, my drugs.
Jesus.
So that guy's he's a complete cockhole. And I finally ran out of drugs, which was a big problem because so that was a couple months ago, right? That was like 2 months ago. I had gone home since then, and I had a refill on the drugs in the lower version, or the lower milligrams, lower amount, lower dosage. That's the correct term. And so I just got a refill on that and took 2 of those, but that means they run out, in half the time. Right. So I was like, okay, well, now I can finally use this prescription. So I went to the place yesterday, and I said, hey, can I get these drugs? And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. There shouldn't be any problem. We already have all your information. You're set to go, dude. I went, awesome. Big thanks, dude. You're helping a brother out. Then they went back, and they tried to get a hold, before they can fill any of this out. If he would have just filled this out online, we wouldn't have had to gone through any of this.
Yeah.
Because it has all the permission, whatever.
Right.
So they check it out. They try calling him like 7 times. He never picks up.
Maybe it's because you didn't pay.
But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. By the way, this is like 11 in the morning, like working hours.
Yeah.
Like near lunch. Like, you should definitely answer your phone.
Mm.
It's not like, I could understand if it was 3:30, maybe 4, leaving the office,
Right.
I'm not going to take any calls. I don't want to do this now. I'll do it tomorrow morning. It wasn't. It was like the beginning or the middle of the workday. This motherfucker should have been answering his goddamn phone. He's a doctor. They were like, oh, well, maybe he's with someone right now. So we left him a message. Some doctors wait until the end of the day to call us, so we'll let you know. So I was just completely out of drugs. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm not going to be on drugs. So it's been a little bit now. Now I'm just not on drugs. And
Because you can't get a prescription?
Because I can't get a prescription. I called my regular doctor back in Ohio, and since I turned in that prescription, they're like, we're out of it. We're out of
Weird.
Like, we can't help you out here. You already asked for a prescription. It's going to look like you're trying to sell drugs or something, so we're out. We're done doing business with you. Yeah. So I lost my doctor, and
that's so interesting.
I can't get my medicine. So
yeah,
I'm a ticking time bomb. If something happens in this episode, that's why.
Dude, go get some medicine.
Couple pros though. I feel fine today. My penis is starting to work again, sort of.
Nice.
And I feel a little clearer in my head. One thing I don't like about the drugs is I feel a little foggy and tired, but
yeah, dude, I
okay.
think you should try to get
stay
back
off
on
the
your
drugs.
medicine. No, try to get back on your medicine.
What if I do something just like different? Like I start,
What do you mean?
I don't know, acupuncture, some Eastern stuff. Like just get.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Get really into Tai Chi. Maybe maybe I could get addicted to fitness. I don't know. Just something different.
Dude. Yeah, you're just like a fitness nut.
How's I remember the last time we talked, you had planned your entire life out.
All right.
On a dot.
I'm a mess right now. I don't want to talk about it.
No, I want to know.
I'm a
how
mess
it's worked.
right now.
Tell me.
And that's all I'm going to say on the matter.
No, spill it. Spill the beans, boy.
I
spill
am
the
a
tea.
mess right now.
With your schedule?
Dude,
did
you
you
just
just
something
stop?
cool? You want to see something cool? I bought a Zippo.
So you bought a cool lighter.
Yeah.
But what about your schedule?
Dude, I don't want to talk about it. I'm a mess.
What happened?
I am a mess right now.
Did the chaos take over?
Yeah.
So what you're saying
I
is
got
you cannot
punched in
live
the
with
dick by my mind. And yeah, it's been because we haven't done the show in a few weeks. Yeah,
it's been almost a month. We're halfway through spooky. Like we're not even having a spooky.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, it's been a fucking month, man.
Yeah, it's been about a month. The FPPs were out there. They were asking me, "Where's the show?" And I was like, "I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm here
I also
whenever.
heard that.
You want to talk to me?" And they're like,
I'm
"No, we want
sorry.
Tommy." And I went, "Well, okay, well." Then
I'm sorry. It's been a freaking few weeks. Yeah.
I don't blame you. It was a nice little vacation for me. It was a time of reflection.
Mm-hmm.
I got some work done. I could focus on one thing. But I miss doing the podcast. It felt I don't know if you feel this, but every Wednesday when it comes out, I kind of get a little excited.
Dude, ooh, people are gonna hear us.
Not even that. I just like seeing the thing pop up with a new one. I listen to make sure it all sounds okay. Yeah. And I just go like, oh,
nice.
We did that. Got to talk to my friend.
Heyo.
Because we don't talk outside of this.
Yeah.
This is the only time we ever talk. Except when I'm home.
Hey, come home.
I can't. I live here. I have a full time. Yeah, I don't really have many opportunities. I'll be home Thanksgiving. I think that's the next time I'll be home for a couple of days.
Dude, I'll be home before Thanksgiving, but then also at Thanksgiving.
Gang. I'll have off.
I like how this is just the show. We're just like,
it's just
so
planning.
Do you want to hang out? Look.
Hey, you want to hang out? Play. I got Madden 20. Dude, I could bring that home. Shit's gonna be fun.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Don't talk to me about football right now, though.
Oh, dude, football's so bad.
Oh my God, I hate football right now.
Let's talk about football.
Okay.
What the fuck is up with
the NFL sucks.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on, dude?
The NFL sucks.
The 49ers are good. The Browns were supposed to be good. They're ass again.
Dude, no, that's not true. The Browns just
I did the very Browns thing where I looked at the rest of the schedule. I'm like, oh, we could still come out 10-6.
We could.
I'm like,
could.
We're definitely going 10-6.
I bet they win 7 of the last 8 games.
I don't want to say it because it's definitely not going to happen. So I'm just going to stick to 10-6 and
yeah, but I mean
make
that's
the
what
playoffs.
I'm saying they're going to win one more game in their next 3, or I'm sorry, in their next 2 because they play the Patriots and the Steelers. I bet they win that Steelers.
They win the
game.
Steelers game. What's the third? They're playing someone they're going to lose
it's
to.
those
again.
two. It's those two. Then the next half of those two will get to half of the season.
Okay.
The first 8 games you came out 3-5.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can come out of the second 8 games 7-1 and get to 10-6.
Who are you gonna lose to? Maybe the Ravens.
Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh.
No, not
or
Pittsburgh at
the
Pittsburgh.
Ravens at Cleveland.
Not Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh. Ravens.
The Ravens at Cleveland.
Ravens at Cleveland. Maybe
There's a couple tough games. The Bills are pretty good.
The Bills. That's the one that I thought we were gonna lose.
The Bills are pretty good.
We're gonna lose to the Bills. We're gonna lose to the Patriots. We're probably gonna beat the Bengals both times. We're gonna beat Steelers both times. I'm confident in that.
I'm not confident. I mean,
because
I
by
think
the second
they
half
will,
of the
but
season,
I'm not confident in it. You know,
by the second half of the season, we're gonna have Kareem Hunt, so we're gonna have another running back that's killer.
Dude,
so we won't
Nick
even have to
Chubb
worry
freaking- oh my
about.
God.
We won't even have to worry about Baker Mayfield being ass this season.
dude, it's not even that. Oh my God, it's the coaching.
What? Are you trying to blame that
it's-
fat ass Freddie Kitchens, dude?
Dude, I'm not saying like fire him or anything like everybody else is saying, but I'm saying it should be doing things a lot better.
Do we have an offensive coordinator that's not him?
Yes, Todd Monken.
Then
Or
he
is
should
the
get
defensive
fired.
Coordinator? Is he the defensive coordinator?
Because I'm pretty sure.
No, I think he's the offensive coordinator.
I think Freddie Kitchens is calling plays and coaching.
He is.
That's a terrible move.
So
unless you're like Bill Belichick, and I don't even think he does that.
No, he doesn't.
Exactly.
I think last year, or maybe it is this year, either last year or this year, he's calling the defensive plays. Isn't that crazy?
Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
I don't like Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah, no, it's this year because Brian Flores was there last year.
And he went to Miami.
He went to Miami,
Yeah.
and so they didn't hire a defensive coordinator. Bill Belichick's like, all right, I'll do it. And this is the best defense they've ever had.
Yeah, they are pretty crazy this year, undefeated still. Man, let's. You know how much our listeners love our football talk. Basically, we haven't talked in a month, so we had to get that out. I used to call you every weekend and talk about football for like an hour and a half straight on the phone.
I love the Browns.
I do too, and that's the problem. They hurt me every week. I couldn't even.
Here's the thing. Just fucking. Joe Thomas put it in a tweet today, but it's been something that I've realized since they beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
If you give Nick Chubb the ball 30 times a game, 28 times a game, you're going to win.
Probably, yeah. He's really good. We should just be a offense
run the
that's
offense
built around
through Nick
him.
Chubb.
Yeah.
He's better than Baker Mayfield.
He's the running back for
he's
all
better
those
than
people.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell hasn't done too much this year. unless
He's
it's an
better than
impossible
Baker.
catch.
He's the best player on the team.
Yeah, I would say he's probably the best of the offense. Best player on the team might be like
Miles Garrett. Yeah, Miles Garrett.
yeah, Miles Garrett's pretty good.
But no, yeah, he's the best offensive player on the team.
Is it a thing where are you going to give up on Baker? Because I still think he could be a franchise guy. I think he just needs to get.
Dude,
Zach
I
together.
heard. I
He's
saw
a
a
second
tweet.
year.
I saw a tweet just a minute ago. Sorry, I was banging my mic around. I saw a tweet like 10 minutes before we started recording that the Browns are trading for a left tackle.
They traded
nut.
their center. I know they traded their center to the.
Well, no.
Rams.
They didn't. They traded their backup center,
Yeah.
Austin Corbett, because J.C. Treader's the starting center. Austin
Yeah.
Corbett was the guy they drafted in the second round last year, and then they thought he was going to be really good, and then he wasn't.
Yeah, but that was for a draft. They're trading who for a left tackle?
I don't know. No, it's just a rumor right now
That they're going to trade someone for a left tackle?
that they're going to trade for a left. I forget. Let me find it.
I mean, if they could protect Baker. A lot of this isn't his fault. Like a lot of his 11
but also it helps with the
interceptions
run
are
game.
him.
If your run game, oh my God, if you get a run game, if you get a solid run game that you can rely on every week, and a
Yeah.
solid defense that you can rely on every week, then the pass game is going to open up by the third quarter.
I haven't been
You know?
able to.
Run the ball.
I
Let
watched.
your defense.
I've
Sorry,
watched
keep going.
every game except last week because I had to go to
didn't
a
watch this
goddamn. I had to go to a goddamn cornfield with my stupid girlfriend.
Dude,
She's
I
great,
did that this week.
and it sucked, but it was awesome. But it was sucked because I wanted to watch all I wanted to do was watch the game. That's all I want to do on Sundays. During football season, I don't want to do like I don't want to. I mean, she can be there people can talk to me while I watch football, but Sundays are for football. That's all I want to do. I just want to relax. I want to watch football, get my shit done.
I freaking love football so much.
Yeah, I don't care what game is on. I will watch it. College, NFL,
dude,
anything.
Trent Williams.
I'm going to watch the XFL.
Cleveland 19 News tweeted, Trent Williams is headed to Cleveland according to reports.
From where?
I don't know. From Washington.
Oh,
he's good. I'm gonna kill you.
I mean, if you've seen the protection that the Redskins have had, sorry, bleep that out, Bobby. Best producer in the world. Shout out, Bobby.
Yeah, we don't say that name.
The R word, the retards.
The Washington football team.
The Washington retarded names.
Dude, yeah, I'm seeing a lot. It's happening. The Browns just won the AFC North.
They hadn't. I don't know about that, buddy. Because
dude, they could sweep. They could win every single one of the AFC North games they have left.
Oh no, I have no doubt that they could win the AFC North, but I don't think is that enough to even make the wild card for the AFC.
Winning the AFC North gets you a playoff spot. Winning
automatically
your division gets you a playoff spot.
Because I thought they
get you a playoff spot.
Huh? Maybe I'm just.
If
retarded.
you win your division, you get a playoff spot. The next two best records are in at the wild cards.
I understand how football works.
You pussy.
Can we stop talking about football? We need to get into what's really important.
Man,
basketball.
Oh my god, I'm not nearly as knowledgeable or interested in basketball.
No, but let me tell you something. While we were gone, people might have noticed some shit happened.
James is the villain now.
No, I don't. I mean, we'll get to that, but I want to clear the rumors that have been going around. No, China did not get to us again. They did not cancel the podcast again. They did not buy us out.
Yeah. Right.
And take over our lives. We still have freedom of speech.
Yeah,
we beat the Chinese government once. We'll beat them again. But they did not take over this podcast. I just want to clarify. The Chinese government had no doing in the 3-week absence that we just took.
Yeah. We don't want to throw any false accusations around.
We're out here supporting Hong Kong. Shout out gang Hong Kong gang.
Gang.
Yang gang.
Whoa.
Was that racist?
I think it's borderline. I think you can get away with it, but just don't talk about it again.
Like I was just shouting out Yang, like Andrew Yang. I'm not.
Okay,
really
now that you're defending it more, I think it's becoming more of a problem.
It's not because he's Asian. I don't even know what type of Asian he is. He's American. He's American first off. He's running for president. You have to be an American to be president. Like born here in America. But obviously his last name's Yang. So
can we change the subject?
I'm just saying it would be easy to assume that he's of the Western world heritage. Like he could be Russian.
The Eastern world.
There's part. Oh yeah, you're right. Eastern. But he is part of the Western world. Like he wants to be the leader of the Western world, essentially, leader of the free world. And what I'm saying, like, there's parts of Russia, the lower southern eastern part of Russia
southern eastern.
That are like that's pretty much Mongolia and China. So that some of those people look a little, and it's in Asia, so they're Asian. So I mean, he could be from there for all I know. But I was just saying,
I'm trying to stay out of this conversation literally as much as possible.
What I was saying is just like gang. Shout out my Hong Kong homies. Like that's the Hong Kong gang, and then. At the same time, there's a thing in the U.S. going around for support of the presidential candidate, Andrew Yang, and they call themselves the Yang Gang.
We get it.
It had nothing to do with the fact that Andrew Yang is Asian, I assume. I'm assuming there. Allegedly Asian. Andrew Yang is allegedly Asian. And the Hong Kongese are actually Asian.
I don't think you can say Hong Kongese.
The Hong Konganites?
I don't know. The people who live in Hong Kong.
The Hong Kongos. What if that's what they're
Anyway.
called? Hey, what's up? Look at all them Hong Kongos over there fighting for their freedom. So Big Bad China's trying to... I haven't really been following the protests. I know that it's because... We talked about it once. It was like the... They had some weird 200-year... democracy thing, and then that's coming up, and they're like, hey, we want to stay a democracy, and China's like, no, we're communists, suck my dick. And
Dang.
then, the Hong Kong,
I didn't know that.
The Hong Kongos are like, nah, dude, you're gonna be communist, or we want to freedom. And then the Chinese government are just trying to suppress all of that. So then, weird thing happened. This is where the NBA comes in. And this is all, like, everyone already knows this. I don't even know why we're fucking talking about it. It's old news at this point. But the GM for the Houston Rockets, I don't remember his name, some fucking guy, he tweeted out, like, a support tweet. It was literally just a photo of the, like, the symbol that they're using for Hong Kong freedom or whatever, support of Hong Kong.
I didn't even know what the tweet was.
It was just one tweet that was like, hey, we as Americans, we need to support democracy around the world, freedom, we believe in freedom. Yeah. Very American ideal. Pretty much everyone can get behind that from the left and right. That's just an American ideal, not like a political thing.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, the Chinese government's evil. We know that firsthand. We had to fight them.
Yeah, our show got canceled for a week.
I almost said the C word. I almost had to say the C word, but I didn't. I was this close to never being able to try out for SNL, but I didn't say it.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say it.
Let's not harp on it, dude. Let's not harp on it.
I'm not gonna say it. I just want to reiterate. I never said it.
We get that you didn't say it, dude. I'm proud.
I almost said it, but I'm not gonna say it.
Good.
Now the Chinese government. What if I said it there? That would have been wild. Now you're on it,
dude. I would have me too'd you.
I'm on ticking time bomb. No one knows what's gonna happen here, dude. God. Who knows? It might slip out.
You really need to get some more medicine.
No, dude, I'm fine. So he tweeted that out, and then immediately the Chinese government, which is crazily suppressive in everything they do, they're so secretive, and they've become kind of like a silent superpower. The same way, you know how like in World War II, the United States, they weren't a superpower going into it, but they kind of came out as one because of.
I thought that was World War I.
No, I think it was World War II that they became like an actual superpower. Because they started becoming a superpower because they were pumping so much of their economy into wartime efforts, not only on our front, but like in general, like
the Great
selling
Depression
to the.
Was before, right? You're right.
Yeah, so I think this is when we became I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Like
okay.
My basic knowledge of.
I'm hearing you.
High school history.
I hear you, dog. I hear you.
So we kind of became silently like a superpower through that, and then we joined the war, and then we bombed those Japanese. Almost said a bad word.
Oh my God, dude!
Didn't do it. I didn't do it. Didn't get canceled today. Not gonna happen.
You're gonna get canceled by the end of this episode.
By the end of it, it's probably gonna happen. So China's kind of been doing the same type of thing, but even silenter. They don't care about like copyright shit, so you can pretty much make whatever you want and sell it. They don't care about, like children's slave labor or wages or anything like that, safety in the workplace. Those American things that we used to have before we became pussies.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, the Triangle Coat Factory fire happened, right? And then all of a sudden, we need safety for women. Workers.
I am not gonna
comment.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So what? It wasn't a historical event that happened. Women weren't working in that factory.
I'm not gonna.
Dude, hundreds of women died in that building.
Yeah, you're right. I know. Was it hundreds?
I don't know. At least 10. It was between 10 and 1,000. I'll go with that.
Dude, no, it wasn't close to 1,000. Because that was the biggest mass death
casualty. Yeah.
Until 9/11.
What happened on 9/11?
What?
I'm kidding.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We can't call that. So we don't call. This is gonna sound terrible. Okay. We don't call 9/11 a holiday, right?
I don't know, cause
think about it. Like, it's not a national holiday.
It's just like no, because you don't get it off work and stuff.
Yeah, but like, what do we call like? Because it's a day of
Just
remembrance.
you just don't forget, Eddie. Never forget.
Yeah, but like same with the Holocaust. But there's no Holocaust Day.
Dude, that
there's
went
no
on for years,
specific
though. You can't
Holocaust
just
Day.
pick a day.
Well, there's no well-known Holocaust Day. I think there's a month, maybe a week, a Holocaust Remembrance. Anyway,
It's
I don't.
Hanukkah.
It'd be weird if we said 9/11.
Was that mean?
What?
Should I have not said that?
What'd you say?
Never mind.
Oh, you said Hanukkah, didn't you? Dicky bitch, I heard you. I just wanted you to say it. You're never gonna be on SNL.
Was
you
that
cuck.
mean? Dang.
You fuck. Can't believe you anti-Semite.
One day we're both gonna be trying to get jobs, and we're gonna be like, all right, we need to delete this off the internet.
I already have a job, and I'm not gonna delete this off the internet. If they find
What
it.
if I come to you and I'm like, dude, I really need this job. Please.
I'll just
delete all
change.
these."
I'll go and I'll bleep out every time your name is used, and I'll change the
That would be so much more effort.
I'll change the title from the Extraordinary Podcast with Eddie and Tommy to the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular with Eddie and just a different name like Jeffrey.
Eddie and his friend.
Eddie and his friend, yeah, with Eddie and other.
That would be way more work than me just like taking them down. Even just take them down until I get hired, and then you can put them back up.
Do you know how much work that would be? That would be like
Way
clicking a
less
few
work
buttons.
than you going in every episode and bleeping out my name every time.
I would have to download every single episode. I would have to keep it on a hard drive. I would have to delete our hosting service. I would have to re-upload every single episode, which would cost me probably around $1,000.
Wouldn't you have to do that
And storage
anyway?
fees.
If you changed my name out of every episode?
No, because I can go in and edit the files that we already have, but I can't.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I can't. If I delete
Can
it
you not
all.
just like make them available like to the public and then switch
Just
them
don't
back
say. Just don't say.
on? Holy shit, dude.
What?
You're canceled.
Oh fuck! Did I say it?
Yeah.
Damn.
You're
Knew it was
canceled,
gonna
bro.
happen. I knew it was gonna fucking happen. I blame the Chinese government. They're
Oh
in
my God.
everything. This
Anyway,
goddamn- whoa.
isn't
So
deep
the NBA. So China's super suppressive. They saw that tweet and they have like $1 billion deal or something with the NBA right now because I guess it's
Oh.
popping off over there.
Is it?
And,
is it the
I mean,
NBA?
like-
I thought it was like Nike or something.
No, with the NBA.
Oh.
It's with the National Basketball Association because like James Harden's super popular over there. Yao Ming, who played for the Houston Rockets, and like Steph Curry
So does
always
James
does.
Harden.
Klay Thompson, they all go. Yeah, they all go over there and do Chinese
LeBron.
workers. Kobe's big over there.
Kevin
LeBron,
Durant.
yeah, they're all big. So they were actually
Michael Jordan.
the week this happened. The Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets were supposed to be playing like a preseason game over in China,
Oh, really?
and all shit broke loose. So first, the company that sponsored the Rockets, they pulled their sponsorship, and they were like, I think they were the main sponsor, like on the jersey
Because
and
the
stuff.
owner did that?
Because no, the GM,
Oh.
GM posted one thing in support of Hong Kong, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if it was the business's decision or the Chinese government's decision that kind of
Dang.
forced them to like pull their sponsorship.
That's crazy.
Then the Chinese government was like, "Hey, we're not broadcasting any of the games."
Whoa.
They tore down all the posters that they put up.
Just because of the one GM.
One GM, they tore down every poster they had up of the game that was going to happen. All NBA, anything. They banned the sale of anything Houston Rockets in all of China.
Wow.
Anything.
That's
Games,
crazy.
jerseys,
Yeah.
memorabilia, whatever. You're not allowed to do it in China. So then this puts Adam Silver in a very weird
Yeah.
predicament because he either has to
Support the Chinese government.
support the Chinese government for money
or
or
support social justice
support social justice and an American
and lose
ideal
a lot of money.
and support an American and
Yeah.
an American team and American sport. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure he ended up backing up the GM. And the Chinese government just didn't show the NBA game on TV anywhere in China. I'm pretty sure we could still see it here or whatever. But China's fucked. They have like a social credit thing going on.
Dang.
They have where cameras follow people all around. And you have a social credit score. If you get down to a certain level, you can't take public transportation.
For real?
Yeah, you can't fly.
Dang.
I think it's harder to get jobs and stuff and education. It's
Dude,
fucked.
this sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
It is. It's basically China is Black Mirror.
Because like there's that one Black Mirror episode.
And let me reiterate, I am not saying Chinese.
Did you say
people,
reiterate? Because your name's Eddie.
I'm not saying that I'm not in support of the Chinese people. People who live in China are probably fine. I don't know any personally, but I'm sure they're cool. Actually, no, I know one Chinese dude. Super cool. Love that guy. Don't remember his name, but he was cool.
Wow.
Yeah. The Chinese government, not cool. I don't really fuck with the Chinese government. From this podcast, you know how it is. We had to fight them ourselves.
Yeah.
We had to go over and say some pretty racist
Fisticuffs.
stuff.
No.
We had to say some
No,
really racist
we don't
stuff
have to
to
get
you.
into the details.
I'm not going to get into the details, but we did have to.
We didn't have to do that.
We had to say a couple of racial slurs to really prove our point. It was a board meeting. It was us. It was the owner of the podcast. We actually have an owner.
Yeah.
He's a what's it called when they're like a undisclosed sponsor.
I don't know.
They're like a secret
Donor?
investor. Yeah, they're like a unnamed donor.
Yeah.
He was there. It's Donald.
Donald Duck.
Ronald McDonald. It rhymes
It's
with
Old McDonald.
Ronald.
He wants to be known as Old McDonald.
Ronald Crumps. Is what it rhymes with.
Ronald Crumps.
Do you think that gave it away?
It's Joe Biden.
It's Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden's son. It's the Ukrainian government. It's Barack Obama's wife, Michelle Obama.
Love Michelle.
It's Monica Lewinsky. So it's Donald Trump. So
Whoa.
we were in a board meeting and some things got said. We had to
With the Chinese government.
With the Chinese government, we did say a few socially
Don't say
unacceptable
we.
words. I'm not gonna say that it was Tommy that took it as his own kind of battle to really get in there with the racial digs, but I don't know. There's only so many.
He's not gonna say that because it didn't.
There's only so many ways you can play with your eyes and give yourself.
Oh
buck
my
teeth before
god,
it's just
that is fucked up.
I know, dude, and I agree. I wasn't totally with it when you were doing that, but I mean, it got the job done. So
That's fucked.
I know, dude. I can't believe you did it. But anyway, that being said, we did fight the Chinese government, and as you know, we are two kids from Akron, and something really bad happened today. Tommy, what happened today?
Dude, another kid from Akron.
He fucked up.
He fucked up.
You're
He was like, yo, all you
You're
people
gonna
in
say his
Hong Kong
name?
can suffer in a hole.
Yeah, but are you gonna say his name?
LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron James. That
LeBron
fucker.
James. I've been saying his name all day.
What's the exact quote he had? It was something like,
He was
let me pull up Twitter. It's all that's going
he
on.
said
on
the
Twitter.
guy wasn't educated enough to tweet about the subject.
The guy wasn't educated enough. So,
But LeBron's behind the whole like shut up and dribble thing.
yeah, he's super. I'm just trying to look up the specific quote. My team in this league just went through a difficult week. I think people need to understand what a tweet or statement can do to others, and I believe nobody stopped and considered what would happen. Could have waited
I don't think
week to
LeBron
send it.
stopped and considered what would happen when he tweeted that.
Let me clear up the confusion. I do not believe there was any consideration for the consequences and ramifications of the tweet. I'm not discussing the substance. Others can talk about that. So what he was saying, he was interviewed about it, and he was like, dude shouldn't have sent out the...
He's like, he shouldn't have tweeted that.
He shouldn't have tweeted it. And he's like, he didn't
But-
understand the ramifications that it would have for others, for my team, for me, like personally, for us
my money.
monetarily, like for my money, for
Guess what? This
people's
guy doesn't care
safety.
about your money.
And then he called him uneducated, which is like,
Well, yeah, he was like, he's not educated on this.
LeBron.
LeBron.
You can't pull that card. You can't say uneducated when you never went to college.
Well, not
You
only
didn't
that,
try
like,
in high school. Like you
he's
got
like-
through high school because you played basketball, which I'm not trying to say is even like people will be like, "Oh, that's a race thing. Just shut up and dribble." It's not like that. I'm not saying anything about that. It's more of like people forget LeBron's just a dumb guy. He's not a bit like
Well,
he's not
no,
a genius.
It's the fact that he's a pretty smart guy. He's made a lot of money for himself and everything.
He made a lot of money,
That's
but it's
fine.
because he plays a sport. It's not because he like made a business that's super
But he's
popular. It's because he
but
used
he's
himself
made
as
the
a
right
brand.
business moves. So
And I'm not
far.
saying that he hasn't. I'm saying that he probably didn't make all the decisions on that. He probably hired someone.
Not all of them, but
who
I'm sure
was
he had
knowledgeable.
some of the ideas. Like he knows what he's doing.
Do you remember when he was in high school and he got the Hummer?
Yeah, that was really stupid. He doesn't do stuff like that anymore.
Because he learned that he's a dumb guy, so he trusted other people to deal with his business stuff, which is a smart guy move. But when it comes to stuff like this, you can't call someone else uneducated because I'm pretty sure that GM specifically went to like MIT or something.
Well,
He,
I don't
or,
even
like,
think it's a issue of that though, because there's still the argument. He's just a basketball GM, whatever. I think the argument is LeBron gets involved in political stuff all the time.
True. Very true.
And so for him to say you're not educated enough about this to be tweeting about it is like you have to be like, okay, well then why are you tweeting about all this political stuff that like you talk about?
I really don't want to cancel LeBron. I love LeBron so much.
I don't want to cancel LeBron either.
But I mean, we have to at least take this. Like, we have to admit it's just an L. We have to take this L on
Yeah,
the chin.
it's a serious L for LeBron.
As LeBron supporter, this is what happens when LeBron doesn't play in Cleveland. He only makes good moves when he's
you
in
know how
Cleveland.
glad I am he's not in Cleveland right now?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he makes the Black Lives Matter statements and stuff. That's MLK stuff. That's all when he's a Cavalier. When he's on the Heat, that's when he's the bad guy. When he's in the Lakers, that's when he stops being American and becomes a Chinese
corporate
communist supporter.
sellout. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sellout, which sucks. It
Come
sucks.
on, LeBron.
Piece of shit. I
No.
love you. I love you. I love
you,
him.
but, like LeBron, you got to step out of this one.
He really fucked up.
Take the L. Take the L, bro.
He should just come out tomorrow and be like, guys, I was
Just be like, guys, I'm taking the L. You're right. I shouldn't have done that.
yeah, you guys are right. It's pretty not cool that the Chinese government is trying
Just
to
be like,
force a
straight up, I
country
was
to be
doing it for
communist.
business, but like,
It
you're
was a
right.
money thing. My bad.
I'm bad. I shouldn't have done that.
I think
But, like,
basketball
let's
is coming
fix
up
this
soon. It's like 2 weeks away or like 2 days away. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, let's look forward to the season.
Dude, what's even baseball right now? There's 0 teams that I care about in the playoffs.
I think the Yankees are playing.
The Yankees are playing the
Astros are in.
Astros.
I
I don't know who the NLT. Oh, it's the Cardinals and someone else.
Cardinals and the fucking.
Oh, it's Bryce Harper's old team.
Nationals. No.
Yeah.
Nationals.
Yes.
But not Bryce Harper's not on it
No.
because he said fuck Washington. I'm gonna go. This has been a very sports heavy podcast.
Can you
today,
imagine
dude.
if Bryce Harper leaves after signing a $300 million contract and then the Nationals won?
winning?
next
Yeah, they're
year?
like, man, we fucking wasted all our
That would
time
be-
and money on this
That
guy.
would be the fucking like power move of the century.
I would actually kind of like that because Bryce Harper.
I would put it
kinda
on
has
most
a-
aggressive moves list.
What, the Nationals?
The Nationals winning, if they win the World Series after Bryce Harper leaves for a $300 million contract, I would put that on most aggressive moves.
Does that mean we're Nationals fans now for the next few weeks?
Dude, I honestly, because I don't care about baseball right now because the Indians, and then anyway, yeah. So I guess we're Nationals fans for the next couple weeks.
Dude, shout out! I can't name one player on that team. Shout out,
Dude, Jan Gomes is on that team.
really?
Yeah.
Since when?
There's an Indians player from last year on every team, I think.
Oh, is that why we're not as good anymore?
Because Michael Brantley's on the Astros now.
Yeah.
Who did I just say? Oh, Jan Gomes is on the Nationals.
What's his face? Guy from he was on the Bluebirds, the Blue Jays, and then he came down to Cleveland.
Encarnacion.
Yeah, he's on the Yankees.
He's on the Yankees, and Andrew Miller's on the Cardinals.
Andrew Miller's on the Cardinals? When did we lose him?
Last year, like this year.
Fuck. I liked him. Miller time?
Yeah, he was really good that year. They almost won the World Series, and then he was really good the next year, and then he was bad.
And yet they're
I
in
don't
the
know what kind of
playoffs
year
and
he's had
we're
this
not.
year.
Well, they're in the playoffs.
Like, I don't know.
and we're not. Is all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is
blow it all up. Nothing matters.
go Jan Gomes.
Dude, yeah. Shout out the Nationals. We're trying to get another thing on the most aggressive. Oh, let me propose something. I was outside with, I was going home the other day from work. I work in a nice building. We have security. We have, there's like a preschool
Eddie's
down
rich.
the road. I'm privileged. What I'm trying to say is I have white privilege.
Eddie's rich. He's got money.
I do not have money at all. But the people I work with have money, and the people who work in the building have money. So what I'm saying is there shouldn't be a homeless guy doing whippets right outside the front door. It was a homeless guy. He had 2 bottles of that the air spray for like cleaning keyboards.
It's just aerosol, yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like he had on his upper lip he had like it was like frostbitten and stuff, and he was just like,
damn.
And then he would yell to himself.
Man.
Some dude didn't realize what was going on. He just came outside to get a cigarette or something, and
Yeah.
I was just watching from a
What
distance
the
because
fuck?
I noticed it right when I was leaving. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta check
Gotta
this
watch
out.
this.
Yeah, and the guy came out, and homeless dude dropped one of the aerosol cans because he was high as shit.
Yeah.
And guy came out, saw he dropped a can, picked it up and handed it back to him like, oh, you must have just bought this to clean your keyboard, sir. You must
Yeah.
work here, don't you? And the guy's like, hey, you! And then like, the guy quickly realized that this was a homeless man, and he was sucking up this air to kill some brain cells. It was a really cool moment.
That's nuts.
I kind of aspire to be as confident as the guy who
Welcome to Chicago.
He does whippets in front of our security was looking straight at him, and they stayed inside. They didn't do anything. They're like, we don't want to deal with that shit. It'll work itself out.
Not surprised.
In their defense, it did work itself out. He just kind of stumbled away. But right after he left, there was like a little train of tiny little toddlers who came up on like a wagon afterwards. I was like, the things these kids see who grow up here.
I know, right?
They probably are fucked. It makes me understand why weed's legal.
Dude.
Let's see. I think there was an update. Did you ever get an update from 2 weeks ago? Should we try and get an update from 2 weeks ago on our relationship advice that we were giving to one of our friends?
I don't think I got anything.
I did get an update. I remember I was shitting on last week's episode or
the last thing. Oh no, wait! I
came
talked
out.
to her on Snapchat, so I'm not gonna have it saved.
But the first one we did, I have an update for you. Brad's in Chicago for a few days. I think you should have him on the podcast as a special guest.
Whoa,
Well, that was last Wednesday. So
Shit.
I don't think it's. Let's pause real quick. 58 minutes in. We're near the end here. Let's give our friend a call and see if there's any update that we can give a quick rundown on.
Shout out God, shout out Jesus.
All right.
guys, we're love gurus.
We are, in fact, love gurus. So we have an update, not on just the first case that we took on,
Both
but the
cases.
second as well. Both cases. We have an update. And let me tell you guys, we are 2 for goddamn
We
2.
are love gurus. Everyone send in your love guru questions.
Everyone needs to send, if you're having any doubts in a friendship, in family life, in love life, whatever you need advice on, we
We're
can
the
help
love
you out.
gurus.
Please let us know. We're back, baby. We're going to be back next week,
back,
probably.
baby.
I hope we're back next week. It's kind of, you never know. But we're 2 for 2, baby. We're 100%.
For 2. We're love
All right,
gurus.
let's give a rundown on our first case, the Brad and Chad case.
I don't remember all the details.
All the details, there was a Brad, there was a Chad. I think
Go
Brad was
listen to
bad.
the episode.
Brad was bad, Chad was good. Or
Now,
something.
So the
Brad
one,
followed
Brad,
girl
yeah,
to
I don't remember
Australia.
the names. We're going to be really bad at explaining.
Brad went to Australia and freaked out our lady friend.
Brad?
I'm pretty sure Brad did. And then Chad was the new boy that she was interested in. And the problem
No,
was...
those are 2 different things, I think. Oh, no, wait,
Oh.
maybe you're right.
No. I think the problem was... So Brad was a thing.
Chad's
and
the
then-
boy that she kind of seriously talked to.
No, but Brad's the one that
now
went.
He's a dick.
Can I just explain the thing?
Fine.
The way I remember it. So Brad's the one who originally was the interest. And it seemed like it was going to be a thing, but then it wasn't. That was Brad. It wasn't,
Okay.
and then it was just kind of weird. I'm pretty sure he like opened up to our friend, and then things got weird, so she's like, I can't deal with this. And then she met a Chad, and Chad was cool, and it seemed like it was going to be a thing. But then she went to Australia for a while.
This is wrong.
No, she went to Australia for a while.
This is wrong.
So she's like, Chad, it's off. And
You're
then
wrong.
he was like,
You're
I
wrong.
understand. And then when she was in Australia,
wrong, dude.
fucking Brad shows up.
Yeah.
And tries to be
so
weird.
You're almost right.
How am I wrong?
Brad only went on one Tinder date with her.
Oh. But then he got attached?
Boom.
It was weird.
No.
Brad
No,
was
no, no.
Chad's roommate.
Eventually,
friends.
She didn't know that.
Something happened.
Guys,
there was
this
a twist.
episode sucks.
There was an M. Night Shyamalan twist somewhere in there. Brad and or Chad went to Australia and freaked our friend out. And then
The one that only went on one Tinder date with her went to Australia.
yes, that was Brad.
They hung out, but nothing happened, and now
Yes.
nothing's happening again. And now the guy that
The interest.
the
That
guy
we
that
gave
she,
advice
yeah,
on.
the interest is a dick now apparently.
He's a dick now. Fuck that guy. She's moved on. There's a guy with a mullet.
Go bully him on Twitter.
Go bully him on social media. His name is Chad Ochocinco. That's Ocho as in 8.
Is his name even still Ocho Cinco, or did he change it back to Chad Johnson?
I don't know. Either Chad Ochocinco or Chad Johnson on Twitter. Go ahead and
85.
Send your bully. Just online bully him.
Yeah.
And report back. Do hashtag EPS, hashtag shave your balls. All right. Second. So we cleared that up. We're love gurus. All of our advice worked out. That's a win. We can put that in the W category. Second one with our friend, our other female friend who needed advice on a dude she was interested in, went on a date but got drunk.
But it got
really
weird
drunk
or
beforehand.
something.
She got really drunk beforehand, went over.
Oh yeah.
Got
And then she
drunk,
threw up.
in front of him, and then they stopped talking to each other. He ghosted her, understandably.
Jesus.
And she wanted advice on what to do. I said, ask him for a picture of your balls. So, update on that. Things aren't weird anymore. They're actually acquaintances in class. Things aren't weird there. They're chill friends.
Yeah,
when it comes to
good
class.
friends. She has not asked to see his balls.
Well, she sat next to him in the library by accident one day, and things weren't awkward. So that's a win as well.
But
she did not ask
She
him
has
for,
not asked to see the balls.
She did not ask him to see his balls. But the plus side is she's going to use that tool in the future with other love interests. So that can be marked
Yeah.
up as a W as well. All the advice we gave away
That's a dub,
for
son.
free has been correct. We are love gurus. We have 2 W's.
We
no one's gonna
are the love guru.
We can solve any problem. Let us know. Text one of us. Get in contact with us. Tweet
Text
us
us,
at
email us.
EPS pod. Send us an email, sadboycrying@hotmail.com, @gmail.com. We'll help you out, whatever your troubles may be. I just checked our email. I haven't in like a month. We only have one email from a listener that's like, you need to invite your girlfriends onto the podcast because that always makes a better episode. My girlfriend's never been on the podcast. My girlfriend's never been on the podcast, so you don't know if she'll make it better or not.
Mine has, but not as a guest. She's just been like, sometimes she'll make guest appearances, like special
like in the
appearances.
background, say some bullshit or something. So yeah.
Or like we'll ask her a question or something.
Yeah, so nothing like there's never been real substance to either of them on the podcast. So there hasn't been a better episode with them because they haven't been on an episode. That's all I'm saying. All right. Before we go, it is Spooktober. Are we gonna do Eddie and Tommy's annual Spooktober? What was it? Spooktober
Let's
Fright
just be
Fest
spooky.
2012.
Let's just
2019. It started in
Doesn't need to be a
2016,
big
right?
deal. Doesn't need to be a big deal. I think
But
it started in 2016, but we called it 2014
2012.
or 2012. Yeah, but it started in 2016.
Eddie and Tommy's annual Spooktober 2012.
No, Spooktacular.
Spooktacular
2014, Spooktober 2016.
No, it was Eddie and Tommy's annual Eddie and Tommy's annual Spooktacular 2012. Spooktober 2019.
Spooktober. Well, this year, yeah, 2019.
So for this year, we'll have to think about it. We'll come back next week. It'll be a really
We're just
quick
gonna be spooky,
Spooktober.
dude. That's it.
Yeah, we can be spooky, but we have to figure out how to be spooky. Like,
All
are we
right.
going to kill our families? Are we going to send a death threat to
Well,
someone?
let's just tell ghost stories.
Are we going to be racist? Maybe that's the spookiest thing at all. Of all?
No,
Being
it's
racist.
not.
All right, guys, we're going to end it here. We'll be back next week with the spookiest thing just happened. Tommy died. I don't know what happened there. But we'll be back next week. We're going to have some spooky things to go over. And if you want to chime in with your relationship problems, let us know. Text us or email us or tweet at us. I don't give a fuck. See you next week, baby boys. I love you, FPPs. It's so good to be back. Fuck you, Chinese government.